What's up, you guys? Stoopzz back again with another Lineage 2 Revolution sponsored video, and today's video might be one of the more exciting videos that you will find in this tutorial series as we are discussing the feature known as Open Siege Battle. So the goal of today's video is to kind of educate you guys on some of the features that you'll find in this Open Siege mode. I'll go over the timings and when you can participate in Open Siege. We'll go over the gameplay style, the objectives. So just starting out right away, you guys, I will say personally for me, Open Siege is one of the more exciting features that I found in Lineage 2 Revolution. It's extremely rewarding, very fun, and it's a great way to meet other players, come together, and accomplish the same goal. Now, just going over some of the basics of the Open Siege mode, you are eligible to participate at level 11. Once you hit level 11 and you've unlocked the Battlefields tab, where you'll find the Arena mode, you will also see a mode called Open Siege. Now, when queuing for a match, you are asked to select a class prior. You can do this up to 30 minutes before. You can set up a party with your friends. However, if you queue too late into the queue process, you may miss a match if it fills up too quickly, so it's best to try and get there as early as possible so you don't miss your spot. Now, separate from arenas, the reason why I think level 11 is a great time to participate is Open Siege mode allows you to pick any class or race of your liking. Perhaps you're a mystic and you're working your way to becoming a bishop, but you've always wanted to try out the treasure hunter. You are able to do this. You can pick any class, any race, including their subclasses, that you can test out for yourself in PvP combat. And again, this is why I'm saying it's an amazing feature at level 11, because it allows you to try out all the classes of your liking, all the special unique subclasses because of their races, the ones that you'd be eligible for transfer at level 31. You can test out all of those. So if you feel like you've been missing out, if you're wondering if you chose the right class, if there's another class that you're interested in, you can test out all of those in the Open Siege mode. And you're also equipped with all the spells and abilities, so it's almost like a little bit of a cheat code in a sense. So in selecting your character, you're actually able to customize all of your skills to your liking, pick the ones that will best suit the situation, and then throughout the match, every 5 minutes or so, you're able to change your class based on the enemy comp. And in fact, I did this several times when testing it out to pick classes that were countering the enemy team, as I found certain classes were better suited for certain situations. Now, these battles can include up to 30 versus 30 or a minimum of 10v10. And once you're selected to enter the Open Siege battle, the goal of the objective is to imprint the enemy holy artifact. But in order to do so, there are some things that you'll have to do along the way, some objectives that you will have to complete to successfully actually imprint the enemy artifact and win the match for your team. So when entering the battle, you'll notice that there's going to be 2 gates on each side, one for each team. And behind those gates are the enemy artifacts. Now, protecting those 2 gates are 2 towers on each side with a total of 4 towers. These towers are extremely strong. So in order to take down these towers, you need to make sure that you're being grouped up. When I went in there, I tried going off by myself and I noticed really quickly that it wasn't going to happen. So to help you take down these towers, there are 2 altars on each side, one by the enemy base and one by your base. Now, these 2 altars in front of the bases are titled the Altar of Wind and the Altar of Earth. But more importantly, you need to know that these altars grant the entire team a buff to their overall damage. Now, if your team controls one altar, your whole team receives a 10% attack damage buff. However, if you control both of these altars, your entire team will receive a 30% damage increase. And if you're in fact the one to imprint the altar, you will receive a glow, signifying an additional damage increase. Now, this damage increase is really necessary to take out these towers, as again, they are very strong. They deal a lot of damage, meaning that you need to take them down as fast as possible, because not only are you racing the clock of how much damage it's doing, you also have to make sure that you're not going to get ambushed by the enemy team. So it does involve some strategy. It's a lot of fun. So I do recommend that all of you try to craft and create a diverse composition of players, a wide variety of range classes, some support classes, a few tanks, as it is very, very important to fight as a team. Bishops, I found, were extremely powerful due to their divine punishment. That ability was very powerful and also very disruptive, as it prevented you from capturing these towers, these altars, and trying to complete these various objectives. So perhaps you have control of both of the altars and you're going to push towards the enemy tower, but then you see that you're losing one of the altars. You can have 1 to 2 players head over to one of the altars and try and take back control of that altar to maintain that 30% damage increase. Now, the middle of the map is also a very important to have control of. A lot of the battling goes on there, but there's also a well that grants AoE healing to everyone around it. So having that when not having a lot of healers is very, very important. So it's very apparent that having both of the altars as well as the healing well offers a lot of map control, which is essential to pushing down the enemy gate. Now, on the topic of healing, you are given a certain amount of HP potions when fighting in the Open Siege battle, and you can opt to purchase additional HP potions with Adena, because for example, if one of your healers die or you are trying to back cap an altar, having those potions are very, very important. Now, this might sound a little crazy, a little messy. 30 versus 30. How do you control all of that? You can have somebody opt to be the leader of your team. Your leader has the ability to ping on the map to let other players know where they should be, where they need help, what they're losing. So this is an important role inside the open siege mode. Make sure if you sign up for it, you kind of know the objective of the game, and you're paying attention to the overall map and its control. So the first match that we participated in, it was very messy. We were all over the place, but in the second game, we were a lot more controlled. There was a lot more communication going on. We decided to swap in and out of various classes that would counter the enemy team, and we were able to take down several towers and push towards the enemy holy artifact. Now the time span of these matches are about 30 minutes, and if you opt to leave early, you will not receive any rewards, so be sure to stay for the entirety of the match. However, if you are late to the open siege battle, you can still jump in at any time to try and fill up the team, and you will still receive your rewards. Now when the timer has come to an end and both teams have failed to imprint the enemy artifact, the team that's taking down the most towers will be designated as the winner. Now I will list some of the rewards here on the screen, but if your team does win, you will receive 2 crates with 50,000 Adena each. You will also then receive 4 loot boxes. Now these loot boxes will contain a random assortment of items. Boxes can contain enhancement scrolls, blessed scrolls, upgrade stones, pet summoning stones, as well as pet advancement stones. So some of the things that you're looking for when you're leveling up your character, items to progress your character, this is a great way to get all those scrolls and stones that you're looking for while on your way to max level. Additionally, the developers added a new reward, which gives players the opportunity to earn the Steam Beetle mount. Now, if you win an open siege battle, you will earn a Steam Beetle horn flute, and for every other time that you participate, you will also earn 50 summoning stone fragments for the Steam Beetle. Once you collect the horn flute and 100 fragments, you can then summon the new Steam Beetle mount. So it really is always worth your time investment, and again, it's a great way to explore new classes and have a lot of fun with your friends and other players. And it's also a great way to test out your skills in PvP, and it's really what Lineage 2 Revolution is all about, and you can do it from a low level of level 11. So after talking about all this, you're probably wondering, well, when can I participate? When can I sign up? Following this video, you will be able to participate every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. However, these times may vary depending on your region and your time zone, so I will list the times here on the screen somewhere. So look at these times and try and determine when you'll have to be on to sign up and enter the battle. And finally, to end this video, I cannot stress enough how great of an opportunity it is for you guys to test out all these different classes. Perhaps that is one of the coolest features of Open Siege mode, is that it allows you to finally try out various classes across the game. There are so many races, so many classes, so many things to choose from, and once you hit level 11, you're eligible to participate in all of this fun. And that's it, guys. I hope following this video, you are all much more educated on the Open Siege process, what are the proper strategies on how to win the match, and also how and what time of the days and week you guys can sign up. But that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you have any more questions about this mode or anything in general, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you guys right away. Try not to miss me on my YouTube live stream and answer all of your guys' questions in depth. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.